Alright, we're going on another date with Matt. Hopefully this one will go better. Hopefully we can get an S rank on this one. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda sticks her head out the room. Father, want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get to call the cool one, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff. Amanda, are you gonna bring a laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Oh my god, don't do that to me. That's exactly that's my dream life, okay? Look, honey, do you want me to buy your coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. So you joke about it for me, but you do it. Okay. Amanda and I make a short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar Pierce face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled a bunch of stuff the other night. At least he remembers that he yelled at us. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might this be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am the father to and very protective of. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dispute my need to impress you. Let it go, man. My innate dad sense tingle. I am overwhelmed with a folly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Defend witch house. I mean, why would you? No, that's like the opposite of like helping out your daughter. Reappropriate lyrics from Taken. I'm gonna change the subject. Emily, Pablo, I didn't know you work here. Oh yeah, man. Today's my first day. Matt is still training me. Damien. Matt comes out from the washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high five as cool people do. How do you know he was washing dishes? But okay. I see you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm not really here. I'm only here until Vacant Bells start their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right. Yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folks of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Ooh. Okay, I mean, ooh, but like, I don't like coffee. I don't like caffeine. But I do like the name. A reference to smashing pumpkins is nice. A classic, and you? Father John Misto. Please. That might be the worst pun I ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Oh, that hurts. Oh, and I was making a joke of Father John Misty has a album called Pure Comedy. And the drink is named after Father John Misty, so yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes some. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy as a guy he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done with training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go to record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. I want to get a record player. I was going to buy one. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it was. I'm going to buy one for myself as a Christmas present. You know what? I'm going to do that. Now that I have my own place, I can actually have one out. And then I can buy some records. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself into her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. That's because of the connection, the love connection. We're making it. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have is 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're going to find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers of records. A few people mill around flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie bands is popping through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. That does sound like a nice vibe. So why do people still buy records? It's kind of outdated at this point. There are a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more in tune with the artist's intent, but really I think it's just nice to collect records. Yeah. It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I always love. That's how I feel about books. I don't know if you guys can see based on the camera angle, but I have like 2 milk crates full of like books. Although I also have a Kindle, so I can have the digital version. I can bring that with me everywhere, and it takes up a lot of space. But it's something nice about holding a book and flipping through the pages, instead of swiping through on a phone or a tablet. I don't know. It is something nice. It just like feels more real, it's more intimate. That's why I try to get as many records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and we would have to wait around by the record with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite song? It made each listen really special. It makes tapes are even cooler because of how much work they took. True. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres: future wave, jungle, anarcho punk. I don't know how to say some of these. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Purple? Cookies and cream. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Power of Violence, Cherry Blossom. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, Bowling Alley, Star Trek Bridge, and its House of the Bone Chorus. I'll say rain. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano? Absolutely not. Living off the fat of the land of, oh my god. Starting a new life in, What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? Saying YouTube to the waiter that tells you to enjoy your food. These are some real fears though. These got real all of a sudden. Yeah. Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs over to the other side of the store and it returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Smokey Rolls Down Thunder Canyon by Devin Banharden. Sounds like what you need is some Devin Banharden. Actually, I think everybody needs a bit in their life. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're good. Have a great time with it. Promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a spectrum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt takes 3 albums onto the counter square. I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mysterious Skulls, and Great Hits by Romeo Drive. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his album in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? Listen, this nerd is my buddy Damien. Damien, this is the human charm of Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. I mean, understandable. Critiques can get really harsh. People will like critique every little small thing that you. I mean, obviously that's in a name, but it seems like they never give you like positive like feedback or anything. It's just like, oh, this is something you could have done better, or this is something you know, like this, that, and you're like, okay, well, you just tore apart my whole art, and now I never want to show you again, or do it ever again. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic still on? You know it. And the third wave's going to be do a special acoustic performance. I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on. Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything, I can do nothing better, Matt, than to hang out with you, okay? Will Bacon Bell be playing? If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record store like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think that all these little weird things, little musical memories? Oh. How do you mean? Well, I think music is very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only because I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. Very true. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, all that stuff, and listening to the songs remind me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda took me to takes her to a special place to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but when I hear this song on the radio, it reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then it reminds me of my younger me going to see my favorite bands in a concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand to smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Parents have a tendency of knowing what their children are doing. You can't really get away with it. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that like even what kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? The best day ever. Yeah, why not? Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Ah, Molly's got hookups. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee. Oh my god. Buying weed in a shady alley. It's probably not the best idea, but okay. Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a bet or break for it, and I'll take down the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has become legalized in the state, right? I definitely knew that. But we live in a dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay. We could find ourselves on the wrong end of the deal gone wrong. Just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. He's like done with us right now. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman. Oh my god, how do you call him that? Surprised the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Luce and Damien's son. Oh my god. Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, prove you're cool. What? I need to know you're down or I bolt. Show him you're not wearing a wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. What? I'm gonna do, because if you show him you're not wearing a wire, that requires that you take off your shirt and stuff. And he's a minor, so don't want to do that. Don't want to get the wrong impression. Oh yeah, you know I'm cool. Every day I'm ripping that stinky grass. Oh my god, he called it stinky grass. This is as bad as the devil's lettuce. I like to call it unironically the devil's lettuce. Just because I know middle-aged moms like to call it that. You know, Stallion's handiwork, the dandelion of damned 520. No! No! I messed up! I should have showed him I'm not wearing a wire. Wait, which one is the drug number? Stop. Please stop. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said that you were coming. Right, now the formalities out of the way. Let's make a deal. I'm sad that he didn't like that. He didn't like the lingo. Sorry, alright, how much do you want? One. One what? Yeah. He means we loosen. Yeah, but how much? One? Oh my god, look here, take this, give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's just all forget this happened. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucen hands me a bag of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a whiff. It sounds like genuine weed drugs. I said drugs. That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off of public property before we smoke this. Yeah, agreed. Let's head back to my place, yeah? We must stop. We're not going to get asked here. We're not going to get asked. Matt and I walk around to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like 16 again. Karma said is having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. Awesome. Let's do some drugs. Oh my god. This sounds so bad. Matt pulls out one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a company leather couch and look around his place. There's a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up the entire wall. Whoa, what a collection. Been collecting my whole life. It's nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs, oh my god, onto the table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. If you say so. Pulls out the rolling paper and sprinkles some into the beatnik? The tobacco onto one piece. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was good at this. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and oh my god, I don't want to read these. Well, let's okay, so he didn't like my lingo, so I don't think I want to say rip that golf fairway. But what? I don't want to call it gateway. It's not a gateway. It's not a gateway drug. What is it? No, I messed up again. God, I'll be happy to even get a B at this time. At this point, is that a word? Yes. I like to joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drugs has gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I passed the joint to Matt and coughed a little. Should I sting this one or am I a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. This is not weed. I thought. Did we develop a taste for meth? No. Takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniffed the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain the smell of pizza place in here. That little pump ripped us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music, so. You know what? You're right. He is right. We sit and listen through Diet Sig album and Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Kamiseta growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of her pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Kamiseta's mother. She died when Kamiseta was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard it must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall On it was a illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive letter reading "Stillness, the dating, stillness, the dancing." Looked like they played The Sound of Garden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country with this rinky-dinky little band. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining lucidity and seeing how much our songs meant to our kids, it was just incredible. Oh, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rose and I, we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in a van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Kami Seddon, we put our roots down in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Yeah. I fronted the hottest 7-piece Sky game band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. No way. You had, oh my god, no. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out a piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down on the piano. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Oh my god, go with the classic. Stick to your, yeah, I'm gonna stick to it. Hey, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play. Oh, wait, there's just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy. Can you top that? I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it because you don't want to force people to do something that they don't feel comfortable doing. Okay, buddy. Sorry for putting pressure on you. I mean, it's not a problem. It was good to watch you get back in touch with the music that flows through you. I learned to play that song when I was 15. Matt and I sit and listen to more records until I get late, and I decide that I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the Regno, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think it will be fine. Night, dude. I smile. Night. Yeah, the date did not go well at all. I walk inside, and the house is dark, save for the silver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair and faces me and slumps down. It smells like pizza parlor in here. What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. I'm hungry. No. I'm Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let this come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set yourself up. I spiked it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. While I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was the record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight. It was amazing. He played piano for you, dude? Yeah, I bought it up and he should play on the open mic night that happening in the coffee shop, and he got weird about it. Hey, I saw the flyer for that. We should go. It's not like too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my Glock and Spinal. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work it out off the course. Oh my gosh. Amanda and I have a great dinner before she goes back to our room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an adventure for a house hunter who's crying uncontrollably over the color of the wall. They know they can paint the walls over their house or any color they want, right? Matt's song stuck in my head all night. Yeah, no, I don't even want to look. Oh my god. I can't look. I can't look. What is it? What is it? It's a C! Fucking God. Yeah, we're not getting the great ending. We're not getting the best ending. He's gonna tell me that we just need to stay friends.
I take this shit from the highest league. You can never be as high as me. No, I ain't never been to college, but I got that flow that come right out of Ivy League. She wasn't religious, but she came to kick it, and now she be telling me I believe. I got a vision, they catch a precision. I'm driven as far as the eyes can see. Okay, I'm independent, they can fire me. That's why I stay fire, see.